Hiya, hope y'all are well. My name is Zurion, and welcome to the video. So a few weeks ago, I made a very choppy reaction video to the animated video Toon Turf. The video was really good, the voice acting was great, story was interesting, but had some heartbreaks. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. Original video and my reaction video will be in the description. The point is that there were actually a couple things I didn't notice about the video, mostly some foreshadowings. So I rewatched the video, had to go through the most heartbreaking death again, and then I decided to recap some things I didn't notice before. Also, there was even a small moment at the end where Lucky has some kind of evidence or something and he's burning it, and he tells his panda worker to keep an eye on Riggy. I know I didn't include it at the end of my reaction video, but
Of course it would be today, of course. Why wasn't I thinking? Now everything's gonna...
Sir, we let the police know that you've chosen to withhold the security footage from the plushie factory. But, Chief Gruff says he's gonna need a valid excuse. What should we tell him?
Oh, you want an excuse, huh? Well, tell him the truth. The footage got destroyed.
Understood. Although, what are we gonna do about the kid?
Exactly what we've been doing. You guys just keep watching. I have a feeling he's only gonna get worse.
I naturally just assumed it was additional credits or something, but that's enough of my yapping. Without further ado, guys, I will now recap everything I missed in Toon Turf. Oh, and as always, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Always helps a ton. And also, be sure to let me know if I missed anything else besides what I will talk about. Yes, I know some of these things might have been obvious to you guys, but usually people don't notice little things like Easter eggs or little foreshadowings until they watch something a second time. Plus, I'm the most derp of a guy you'll ever meet, so bear with me. When Lucky is leaving Crank's construction, his car just brutally knocks Riggy to the ground. I mean, what the hell, bro? This kid can't catch a break today. Anyway, Lucky asks Riggy if he is okay, but he seems very dismissive when he sees Riggy's face. I mean, I get he's a celebrity and all, but I mean, he doesn't want to be around people like that. What throws me off is that he even almost says Riggy's name, but he stops himself and says random citizen. This proves that Lucky knows Riggy in some way. Maybe Riggy and his family met him years prior. I'm not too sure. I have a theory that maybe Lucky could have went through Riggy's stuff that he left in his boxes and found his ID or something, which would probably explain how the penguins were messing with all Riggy's shit, because those penguins couldn't have just opened up taped boxes on their own, since the flaps were literally open. Okay, maybe one box was chewed open, but this is just a theory. When Riggy is looking for directions to the construction business, supposedly known as Crank's Casas, his phone isn't able to recognize it because the company had a rebrand changing to Crank's Construction. Yes, that is obvious, but what's funny is that this is actually foreshadowed at the very beginning of the video when Riggy's dad is reading a newspaper. There's literally a segment that says Crank's Casas rebrand, meaning that Riggy could have just read this part of the newspaper and not ruin his phone from crashing out. Whoops. This newspaper actually also foreshadows something else. Later in the video when this, Fox, I don't know his name, sorry. He's ranting to Riggy about the puffy cloud drug that's polluting the air and poisoning the townspeople. In this newspaper, it's actually explaining that the factory is responsible for having so much of the drug that it's polluting the air, as it says that the air quality has dropped by nearly 40%. Most likely because when the Lucky plushies are being made, as we see later in the video, the cloud that is inside of them is probably being processed to where it emerges from the factory or something, which probably explains the scene. Obviously, Lucky knows about it, and he doesn't want anyone else to know about it, as the bottom of the segment reads, "Oh shit, I just got fired." Again, Riggy could have read this and would probably try to stay away from other people so they wouldn't be a pain in Riggy's ass on his first day there. And also, he would probably be suspicious about Lucky as well. While Riggy is vandalizing the construction's building with a spray can, a fox comes and comments about Riggy's tail like everyone else has. But in the background, you can actually see Billy walking past the fox and into the building, as later, when he meets Riggy, he says that he wanted to get his mother Zorfix for her birthday. I know this is quite obvious to those who watch it a second time, and people probably wouldn't know who Billy was from these 2 seconds until like 20 seconds later, but it kinda just surprised me. Also, unrelated, I actually had no idea at first that Riggy was spraying the letters BS on the construction building. I didn't notice that at first. Oh great, here we go. So I didn't notice this reference until some friends in Discord actually pointed this out. I still don't know if it was intentional or not, though. While Billy is burning to a crisp, I wonder what crispy beaver tastes like. A couple of times he says, "Riggy, don't leave me here." Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm sure anyone would say that if they were slowly burning to death. I mean, doesn't everybody? But I mean, Springtrap from FNAF is on fire saying, "Michael, don't leave me here." Billy here is on fire saying, "Riggy, don't leave me here." The reference was so obvious, but I mean, I wasn't really paying attention because this moment for real made me cry. I'm not kidding. It's still kind of sad to watch, but thinking of Springtrap here is actually pretty funny. Of course, I don't think it was proven that this was a direct and intentional reference. It could be a coincidence, but I mean, come on. Two characters on fire yelling the same thing cannot be a coincidence. I'm sorry. A few seconds later in the same scene, when Riggy is fleeing from the arson, we see two shadowy people hiding in the bushes. One is a tall Deadpool-looking figure, and the other is a hooded figure with a lucky mask. At first, because I didn't really see it too well with the shadows, I thought this was actually Lucky watching Riggy, but this is actually the fox that sets up Riggy to destroy the puffy cloud drug in the first place. You can tell from the fur, the hat, and the hood. This led me to believe that sending Riggy to destroy the drug was some kind of test, and he must be working with whoever this is. I mean, I still don't know who this guy is. All I know is that he has a yellow eye and a blue eye. But this fox has to come back at some point in the future, in any other future episodes. I don't know. At the very end of the video, while Riggy is grieving about Billy, poor guy, the TV mentions of a boy named Timmy Parrott who seemingly drowned at a lake earlier in the day. Timmy Parrott is a little kid we see earlier in the video who Riggy offers an ice cream, but is immediately rejected because the little wanted a different flavor. But now the news is saying the kid drowned and his body was found at the lake. I don't know why this happened so suddenly. The last words from the TV were, when asked for comment, his mother had this to say, but then it fades away. I personally think that the air pollution from the puffy cloud drug that I mentioned earlier became more than just making his attitude bad or something, because, well, I mean, as we saw earlier, he was a pretty bratty kid, as we saw. But it also probably led him to become, how do I say this? Resetful, if you know what I mean. Meaning that this puffy cloud business has a really big part of the story. That also leads me to believe that this fox and this Deadpool guy are not really antagonists, but really are against this whole dilemma. And based on Riggy's results with the factory, they'll probably ask Riggy to snoop through more of Lucky's landmarks to gather evidence that this drug is his, or that he is supplying it. Dude, we're getting into some real GTA shit right now. Because he obviously has a part in it. I mean, considering he wants to burn evidence about it, that really spells out the word suspicious for you. And that's it. There's everything I missed in Toon Turf. Not gonna lie, I actually really enjoyed making this video. It was fun to dissect some little things about this video that I missed. Again, if I missed anything else, please be sure to comment about it, as I always read and reply to y'all's comments. I love you guys. If you guys want to see a dissection video of episode 2 when it comes out, please be sure to let me know. I'll gladly do one if this one does well. But that'll be all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. And if you are new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, do that too. Doesn't cost a thing, takes 3 seconds of your time, and helps out a lot. Be sure to also join the Discord server if you want to keep in touch with me. Thanks again so much for watching. Love and appreciate you guys a ton. See y'all later. Until then, this is Azorion signing out. Bye-bye.